Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with my review of 2023. This is either the first video or the second video you're watching, depending on whether you watch the box set review and reissue review first or second. But this video looks exactly or precisely at the releases, the new releases from 2023. This is my top 25-ish albums that I have enjoyed the most during the last 12 months. Now, they've been picked by how much I've played them and how much I've enjoyed them, not because they status within other realms of the internet and other music magazines or channels or what popular opinion might be. It's just based exactly on what I have enjoyed personally. So you may or may not agree with me, and there will be lots of things in here that perhaps you might not expect to see. Much of it I have reviewed on the channel, so if you want to know a more in-depth view on the album I'm talking about, you'll find a dedicated video in the channel or on the Now Spinning Magazine website for you to enjoy later on. And of course, if you've just found Now Spinning Magazine, please subscribe and ring that little bell so you don't miss out. And you can also become a patron and see all my videos before they go out on general release. So let's dive in. Now, I said 25-ish because I'm going to include something that's just bubbling under. And I'm putting this in because my wife Sue did a fantastic review of this album, and it's by Anna. And this is the album here. And the review for this is on the Now Spinning Magazine website. And Sue absolutely adores this. Well, we both do. It's one of the most joyous, well-produced albums we've heard in a long time. It has a very Latin, Brazilian feel, though Biana herself is not from that neck of the woods. She's based in the UK, but it's a joyous album. The review for this is on the website, but it really is a fantastically produced, wonderful songs. And in these dark times, it's a great album to really, really enjoy and dance around the kitchen to, or the living room, with your partner or without. So that's at number 26, I guess. Number 25 is rock, and it's Winger, and it's their seventh album. I love Winger. I reviewed their vinyl and CD box set recently, and I've also included them various times on this channel. This is their 2023 album, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be in this video. I love Kip's voice. I think he has one of the best male rock voices around. He's an incredibly talented songwriter beyond rock music, but this band is just superb. And I'm so pleased they continue to put out the albums. They don't necessarily tour them, but it really, really is good. It's maybe just a notch down from the previous one to me, but it's a real grower, and it's a great album. That's Winger, and 7 at number 24. Just dialing up the guitars a little bit now for the next one, and it's KK Priest, Sinner Rides Again. This is an album that was a real slow grower, because when I first heard it compared with the first album, I didn't get it at first. Perhaps I've been playing different genres of music and it was too much of a jolt to go to it, but as you saw in my review on the channel, it really has. I get it now, and it's prime piece of heavy metal, and that's KK Priest's second album, Sinner Rides Again. Review on the website. Next is The Land of Prog, and it's Jethro Tull, Rock Flote. Some people have saying this is not one of his better works, but with a band with a legacy that goes back that far, these are the kind of things that we see all over the place. So I'm only going what I feel. I really like this, and I've got the vinyl one here, and if you're really quick, you can get the box set for about 30 quid, which comes with 3 vinyl albums, 2 CDs, and a Blu-ray disc, and a booklet, and a print. But I think it's worthy of having the Jethro Tull name, and it's great to see it again. I love the way that where the music's going. I love this kind of folk rock and kind of looking back at kind of myths and legends and folklore and stuff. So as far as I'm concerned, it's great. The next one, of course, I have raved about, and it is at number 22, and it's the Rolling Stones and Hackney Diamonds. This is the single CD version because, of course, We live in an age where a few weeks after you buy something, a 2 CD version comes out with a gig attached to it. I haven't got that or even heard it, but I love this, and I did really gush over it, really, because Sweet Sounds of Heaven has got to be one of the finest songs the Stones have ever done. And that's with Lady Gaga. Angry, Get Close, Bite My Head Off, Whole Wide World, Dreamy Skies, Mess It Up, Live by the Sword, Driving Me Too Hard. I think it's great. It's one of those albums that makes you think, in where I'm in my 60s, that wow, if Mick Jagger can do that in his 80s, it's inspiration. And musically, it's fantastic. I love the production. I really do. Next, at number 21, one of my all-time favourite vocalists returns with a quite short album, but precise, and it's quality over quantity, and it is Paul Rodgers with Midnight Rose. I've done a separate video on this, so I don't need to go into too much depth here, but it's beautiful. And the journey to this album, which you can read, of course, on the internet, Paul's had quite a bit of ill health, but he's back now, and it's a beautiful record. Measured, emotive, gorgeous, uplifting, and again, another album for these times. A lot of stuff that I've picked is music that makes me feel good, positive, and upbeat, because that's the kind of thing that really drives me now. And as I do my Music for Mental Health series, and of course, at the time of doing this, what's going on in the world around me, I love music that takes me out of that and takes me somewhere else. Because music, as I always say, is the healer and the doctor. Which leads me on to Celestial Songs by DBA, Jeff Downs. And behind this, I interviewed the guys, and I've talked about this quite a lot. It's been in my playlists quite a lot as well. And I think they said in the blurb that they'd gone more of a classic rock route, but I think the songs are uplifting, they're gorgeous, they make you think, which is great as well, but I love it. The classic Beyond the Stars is superb. Darker Side of Fame, Hey Kid, Will to Power, Dear Petra, it's just absolutely a gorgeously produced album, and absolutely wonderful. Absolutely fantastic even. Dave Bainbridge, Andy Hodge, Ash SOEN. It's just absolutely amazing album. So that's highly recommended. And again, another lovely Roger Dean artwork as well. Celestial Songs by DBA. There, and that's at number 19. No, it isn't. That was at number 20. I knew I'd lose count. Next is... This would have been higher up in the beginning of the year, but it's kind of slid back. But it's still an epic album. And it is Uriah Heep and Chaos and Colour. This is... Uriah Heep continue their purple patch, really. And it really is fantastic. Absolutely brilliant album. I'm just looking at it because I just wanted to mention something. Now, I interviewed Russell Gilbrook for the podcast, and this is the first album where he's had input into the songwriting, and the songs are epic. There's a lot of really progressive stuff on here, and I think the whole band, Phil Lanson's keyboard sound is absolutely superb. Bernie Shaw's vocals continue to mature, and Dave Rimmer on bass and vocals. Absolutely, if you're a Uriah Heep fan and you think, oh, well, I only like the classic period, this is the classic period. Absolutely superb. Next, still in the same kind of legacy band area, really, is number 18, and it is The Future Never Waits by Hawkwind. Again, I did a separate review on this, and everyone I know who's played it agrees. This is seriously in the top 3 Hawkwind albums of all time. It is absolutely amazing. Loads of people in the Now Spinning Magazine Facebook group have bought this. I know lots of people put comments in the YouTube video about it, saying how much you loved it. They really have pressed all the buttons on this. It's absolutely superb. Hawkwind and The Future Never Waits from Cherry Red. Next is kind of related, sort of. Now, technically, I suppose this crept into 2023, being recorded 2022, but I didn't get it until this year where I am now. And it's Sendelica. I love this band. In fact, I love Fruits of the Records who put this stuff out. This is One Man's Man, double album of music that's beyond description in the good way. Again, I've reviewed this separately, and I've also interviewed Pete Bingham from the band about how they approach music. And it really is like nothing else, but in a wonderful, wonderful way. Songs that last the whole side of vinyl and go to places that you don't expect. Absolutely fantastic music. This is what's so great about being around now, is that bands like this can release stuff like this, even in the 70s, which is where the music kind of feels like it's from. But in the 70s, bands wouldn't have been allowed to do this. They would have been pressure from the record company saying, well, I don't know, where's the single? But now they can just literally create music in the moment, and it's absolutely brilliant. Sendelica, new album's out as well, actually, so that'll be probably on my list for 2024. At number 16 is Steve Hackett, who I interviewed for the podcast as well, and this is Foxtrot at 50 plus Hackett highlights. It's a 2 CD set and DVD Blu-ray, and I absolutely adore it. Absolutely amazing seeing how Steve has become more metal in his guitar playing as he's got older, as he's probably got more kind of frustration with the world around him. But it absolutely fantastic. And this really is highly recommended. So that's Steve Hackett, Foxtrot 50, number 16. Now, at number 15 is probably something that won't appear on anyone else's top 20 list of albums from 2023, but it's on mine. And it's jazz. And it's a new jazz artist, and it's Matt Wilde. Look at the artwork. Isn't it beautiful? Lovely textured card as well with Hello World. It's all instrumental jazz. It's fairly soft. It's piano driven. It's a UK artist, and it's been played a lot here. It really has been played a lot here. It's literally Matt on keys. There's trumpet, drums, bass, sometimes just piano on its own, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's available on vinyl. I don't know if it's on CD, but this has been played a lot, and there's not much jazz in my list, but so it'd have to be my jazz album of the year, because I played this to quite a few people and they love it. Matt Wilde, Hello World, which is out on Band of the Wall Recordings 2023. Absolutely superb record. So that is at number 15. At number 14 is Vintage Trouble and Heavy Hymnal. I love Vintage Trouble. They used to be a more harder bluesy band, but they've gone more kind of soul R&B now, but still got the kind of drive in the vocals and stuff. And absolutely love this. Again, I did a separate review on the YouTube channel, but it's lovely. Great album. So that's Vintage Trouble. At number 13 is Suzi Quatro and Katie Tunstall. I interviewed Suzi for the podcast as well. This is a really, really uplifting album. And Shine a Light has got to be one of my favourite songs of 2023, to be honest. It's absolutely fantastic. Good kind of heart is typical Suzi. If I Come Home, Damage, Overload, Illusion, Truth as a Weapon, Ladies' Room, Face to Face. Highly recommended. Suzi Quatro, still doing like 2-hour shows, but this is a wonderful new music, and as I say, Shine a Light to me is one of the most uplifting songs of last year. Fantastic. Another album from a legacy artist that absolutely blew me away, and I interviewed Del about it. Del Brum, that is, from Stray, is About Time by Stray. Oh, this is great. And there's purpley Uriah Heepy beats in because of the Hammond organ, and I just love stuff like that. But I Am, the opening song, is one of the best things Del's ever done. Again, it's one of the most uplifting songs of 2023. It's all forward-looking music. It's all got the power to heal, as far as I'm concerned. It's just beautiful. About Time by Stray. That is at number 12. At number 11, again, I'm unique to this, putting this in, and it's Rob Gould and Friends Play Nursery Cryme by Genesis. Now, by Fruits to Me Records. Now, it's not just a remake of Genesis Nursery Cryme. In case you think, oh, why would I want to buy that? It is that album, but with a modern twist and a unique interpretation. So you will love both. It will make you listen to the Genesis album. You don't need to own the Genesis album, but you'll love it. You won't be listening to it thinking, well, it's not as good as Genesis, is it? That won't enter your mind. You'll just love it. It will spark your love of Genesis even more, and then you'll listen to this again, and you'll just love the ingenuity and the approach and the creativity and the absolute fun that's behind this, and the artwork, the gatefold sleeve. It comes with a CD as well. It's just fantastic. There's a separate video on the YouTube channel and on the website if you want to know more about it. As is for the next one, which is at number 10, which is When Rivers Meet and Aces Are High. I really gave a really over-the-top positive review on this because that's exactly how I felt. They've got a live album coming out in 2024, which you can sign up for now. They really are on a roll. Great band, great couple. Again, I've interviewed them for the podcast, but there's some fantastic music on here. To call them just a blues rock band is doing them a disservice in a way, and that's where you'll see them posting things like they've got number 1 in the blues rock chart or wherever. But they're beyond that. They are a contemporary. They're a band taking blues rock music in a forward direction, in a modern way, to a new audience. They could easily play on any festival site. Doesn't matter what kind of who else was on the lineup. They could go out with Taylor Swift. And they are fantastic. I can't recommend that enough. Again, I've done a separate video, so I'm not going to do the whole thing again. But When Rivers Meet, Aces Are High, and that is at number 10. So as we creep into the top 10, at number 9 is one of my favourite artists ever, Ian Hunter. I bought this on CD and vinyl, and it's Defiance Part 1. All-star cast, literally Johnny Depp, Jeff Beck. It's worth it for Jeff Beck's probably one of his final sessions. Slash is on here, Todd Rundgren. Defiance, Bed of Roses, No Hard Feelings, Pavlov Dog, Don't Tread on Me. I Hate. Again, one of the best songs of 2023. It's just beautiful. It really, really is. Angel, Kiss and Makeup, This Is What I'm Here For. Ian Hunter, Defiance Part 1. In at number 9. And that's something it's uplifting, but it's not. But it is. What? It's Bleed Out by Within Temptation. I love this band. I absolutely adore this band. And they've kind of experimented with going in different directions and stuff. But this one they've dialed back to... They've not gone backwards. But this is angry, melancholy... but inspiring music again for the times that we're in. We go to war, bleed out, wireless, worth dying for, ritual, cyanide, love. It's got those kind of titles where you think it won't bring you down. It will make you feel strong, euphoric almost. It has a real powerful effect on me. I just absolutely love this. I think it's one of Within Temptation's finest albums. I really, really do. The next one changes direction slightly, but it's a beautiful album, absolutely beautiful, and it is Gov't Mule and Like a River. This is absolutely lovely album. Nice long tracks that you just never want to end. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Warren Haynes. They found their place. He just sounds so comfortable in his skin now. He plays as a masterful guitarist. There's some great playing on here. And Billy Gibbons is on it on Shake Our Way Out, and the interplay. And Billy Bob Thornton's on my track as well. It's absolutely marvellous. This is the vinyl version, as you can tell, but there's also a CD deluxe version with some extra stuff on there as well. So that is at number 7. Right, at number 6 is Metallica, which is going to come up now as a little image because as I'm doing this video, it's still on its way here. I've literally, I'll be honest with you, it's been streaming in the car since it came out. I'd mentioned it on another video I did, and I think it's my favourite Metallica album. That opening song has got more riffs in it. There's enough riffs in that opening song to create a whole of side one for the average other metal band, and it's just absolutely incredible. Lots of people in the Now Spinning Magazine Facebook group also put this at the top of their pile for releases in 2023. It really is an immense metal album, and for Metallica, they really are back on form. So my CD and vinyl version is inbound. I just fell in love with it, and when I was putting together the list, I thought, I need to do this, Phil, because I do use I'm a multi-format guy, but I use streaming to actually discover new music and stuff, and that's just something where I've just had it on where every time I've gone in the car, wherever I'm driving to, Metallica. Where am I going? Metallica. I thought, I need to get a physical copy to be in there, but it hasn't arrived at the time of doing this video. But that is at number 6, which is Metallica. Number 5 is a band you may not be aware of. I interviewed the lead vocalist from Vega, and we talked about the fact that Vega were a UK-based rock band, and not a new band. They've made loads of albums, but it's basically Tom and James Martin left the band, and because it's so difficult for new bands to make a full-time living being a musician in 2023 and beyond that, so they have to. It's not probably their main job, but they have made an album called Feel the Heat, and the name of the band is Nitrate. This is AOR melodic rock. That's what it is. It isn't 80s metal. It isn't leg warmers and stretch pants and big hair. This is that period of melodic rock which probably spanned 1978 to 1982. So it's before Rats, Dockens and all these, probably even before Bon Jovi. So there was a period where this kind of icon, the kind of journey where music was, being a fan of rock music at that time, it was beyond the gymnastics of being the best drummer, the best bass player, the best guitarist, best singer. It was about the songs. It was about the killer choruses, killer pre-chorus, middle eights that made you go, oh my God. Songs just about love and life, sung with passion, with everything gelled together. This album literally I had a tear in my eye from a period that has gone, but has it? And why has it? And this is a modern sounding album, but the keyboard sound, you'll know, those of you who go and stream it next, the keyboard sound is lush, and the keyboard sound you long for. The guitars are powerful in your face, but there's space and reverb around, and the vocals and the choruses, just absolutely joyous. And every song, as I said at the start of this, makes you feel good. That it's positive, punch the air, put your hands on your hips, rock music that just makes you smile from ear to ear. That's Nitrate and Feel the Heat. And the next one is, it's literally brother or sister, but from across the pond in America, and it is Tempt. I interviewed the guys for the podcast, and I've continued to play this over and over again. Welcome Me In, Living Dangerous with Dorothy on vocals, backing vocals, Camouflage, Golden Tongue, Girl, Addicted to Touch. Again, a band that could be on any stage with any artist and any festival anywhere, but they'd still appeal to, whether it's a metal act or a pop act or funk or soul. This is music for now, and I just want to support people who are making new rock music and giving it a go, because it's very easy. Channels like this, and you've got people, we've heard everything before, we think we know everything, but just to see, young kids doing this stuff without a level of enthusiasm and determination and with a real modern slant on it as well. Especially lyrically, none of the cliches you used to have in rock music. Brilliant. So that's Tempt at number 4. At number 3 is Steven Wilson and the Harmony Index. I wasn't sure at first. I got the first 2 tracks, probably the third one as well. I was drifting along, thinking, yeah, this is a good album for Steven Wilson. And then Impossible Tightrope arrives. 10 minutes 42 seconds of it, and I'm in. And then from that point on, Rock Bottom, Beautiful Scarecrow, the Harmony Codex, the Time Is Running Out, Actual Brutal Facts and Staircase elevated it to probably Steven Wilson's finest moments. There's other things I know he's done, which I'm thinking, don't know. But at the moment, this is on constant play, and the more I play it, the more it gives. It's brilliant. Absolutely stunning album. Absolutely brilliant. And that is Steven Wilson at number 3. At number 2, this is melancholy prog rock with a little sprinkle of metal. And it is Memorial by SOEN. I've interviewed SOEN for the channel as well. Now, some people say that they wanted them to maybe move on a little bit with this. But to me, it's perfect. The songs aren't overly long. Hallowed, which is there's a duet with a female vocalist, is my favourite track. But I just love this. I absolutely love it. I love it lyrically. I love music. I love the music. I just love the vocals, the guitars. To me, it's just beautiful. That is SOEN. And Memorial. I've got a lot of SOEN albums, and they've featured on the website and the YouTube channel before. I haven't mentioned this before because I haven't had time to do a fully in-depth video, but it's at number 2 in my albums of the year. So what could possibly be number 1? And this is one I have featured, and it has got to be Riverside with ID.Entity. This is the media book version. I love Riverside. Are they rock? Are they metal? Are they pop? Are they, is it progressive, techno, pop, metal stuff, whatever? Ambient? They are everything. They're hard to define, Riverside, but they are one of my favourite bands of all time. And this is absolutely incredible. The Place Where I Belong is 13 minutes of just pure excellence, self-aware. It's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic album. You could start here. If you don't know anything about Riverside, then give that a listen. It's absolutely fantastic. It really is. So that is my top 20 new releases of 2023. Check out the other video, which is my top 30 box sets of 2023. And please subscribe, ring that little bell, check out the website, nowspinning.co.uk, become a patron, become a YouTube member, and you'll get to see all my videos before they go on general release, and you'll see lots of exclusive content as well, which isn't available anywhere. Take care, everybody. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor. Keep spinning those discs, no matter what they are, and I shall see you all very, very soon.